And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side. Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week. Really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Right back to Ferguson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on 1st down. Watkins over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Watkins taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ferguson. And they will after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. Watkins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Green 39! Green 39! Now look at 56!
Operating from the gun. Watkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Rivers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is Ferguson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's second down. Throwing again. Watkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Right there at the 43. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
On 4th down, Watkins to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 9 yards on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a first down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. 3-19.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Looking to throw. Watkins. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Casey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watkins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Flex round! Flex
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown it in. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hurry up, here we go! Gun!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
To throw on 2nd down. Watkins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. So a tiptoe catch back of the end, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of the game.
And he's going to have the first down to 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in court.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
On third down, Ferguson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try with Ferguson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set! Blue landing! Back line up, Philly! Leopard!
And now here's a carry heading left. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. Watkins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Leonard Floyd. In there to sack him for a loss of 6.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. Throw left side complete. It's Casey. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
And this offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Blue landing! Over!
Looking to throw. Watkins. Flush to his... And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt for that route.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's out at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Ferguson. And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Watkins. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to throw. Watkins. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go.
Off play action. Watkins. Oh, the pressure too great, and And he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the pistol, Ferguson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
To Crockett on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. A massive pickup there. So they're operating in the red zone.